welcome back everyone. It is a very special week this week. We've done it. That's all I got to say. You can see from these lovely tools right here, they're put up on the footer here, so that can only mean one thing: is if they're put away, is that the floor is finished. Look at this, ladies and gentlemen. We have a fully finished basement, and fully in air quotes, just because, you know, it's not really done yet, but the concrete and structural side's done. So compared to when we started, you can just see how much of a difference finishing the basement makes, especially all on these older houses where, you know, you have that old brick kind of like this right here, that old, just not very pleasing brick. You know, it's not very nice to look at, especially if it's older. So coming in here, taking a little walk around, you can see just the final pad here that we got poured over here, and it's heated, of course, which will be really nice in winter. That means that whenever the homeowners want to come down here and do something, their feet aren't going to be freezing. So this is a super nice livable space. Whether they turn this into a game room, you know, some bedrooms, a living room, whatever that is, it's going to be very comfortable down here. But you can see, let's go ahead and take a look at this expansion joint. So whenever the concrete is in the hardening process, it expands just a little bit. So this expansion joint has been pushed right up against this concrete footer right here. You can see that. Coming over here, you can see the heated floor tubing into their little unit right here. This thing is quite massive, if I do say so myself. But you can see that this is the bread and butter, the magic of this floor, the heated aspect of it. You can see all the tubes and piping coming out as well. Skipping over here, let's take a look. They got some of this foam right here just to protect the PVC or the plastic from the concrete. And then if we come over here, so if you remember from last week, I mentioned we had a little issue over here. So it looks like the plumbers didn't care to come in and fix it, so we just poured anyway because, you know, we got to make money too, and the longer we're somewhere, we make less money. So came in here and poured this. So you see that the other contractor has to come in here and kind of work with this. We left him a little bit of room, so we kind of, you can see that we left a little ramp up out of there, but that looks pretty good. So they're gonna come in here, do whatever they got to do to make this, you know, more nicer looking. And then this is the one that we did, nice and flush. Same thing on this one. We gave it a little gap just so you're able to reach in there and like pick it up if you need to. But that looks really good. You can see the final pillar that we have here for the structural element. Coming down here as well, we have some of this little foam down here to protect from the concrete as well. And then we have some copper tubing over here for something, not entirely sure, I'm not a plumber. All I know is concrete. Boom, look at that. And then this goes here, so this is some kind of water element. And then same idea with that. But yeah, overall, really great progress. The guys were able to really kick this thing out. If we didn't have to wait on other contractors and everything went super smooth, we'd probably have this done in 2 to 3 months tops. We're definitely getting quicker. Our crew's a veteran crew now, so they really are comfortable coming down here and just making these spaces look nice and getting them done fast. So that's really nice to see. But yeah, you're gonna have to let me know down in the comments below what you think of this final transformation in terms of, you know, the structural and concrete elements of this. You guys did an amazing job. Looks great in my opinion, and I cannot wait to edit the start to finish video on this. This is gonna be a really fun one as well. They always are, but keep an eye out for that video. With that said, I'm gonna leave you guys with the time lapse, the final time lapse on this one, finishing up this room, this basement. But with that said, guys, I'll leave you with the time lapse. Finally, months after hard work, we're finally to the final process of this basement dig out, and the final video, that is, before the overall before and after video that I'm going to edit here in a few. But you can see the guys working super hard to get this thing finished. They're putting down this foam insulator right now, especially since this is a heated floor. You want to try to keep all of that heat and energy that you want in your floor. You don't want that to dissipate into the ground. So this is very important to have, just so it's more efficient and more cost effective for the homeowner. But coming over here, you can now see that they're putting in this vapor barrier. You've seen this plenty of times if you watched our channel. This just keeps the moisture from seeping in from the ground and getting into the basement. And it's just another protective barrier, you know, so the basement lasts a little bit longer. But the guys were able to do that super fast. Another contractor came in after hours and put in all the piping for the heated floor, so unfortunately I wasn't able to capture that. But you can see that zigzag pattern going all the way around here. It's really cool to see. And then now they're moving into the expansion joint, that black stuff they're lining the perimeter with. That's pretty much just a foam kind of plasticky material, rubbery material that expands when the concrete expands to really put a seal up against the footers and prevent any cracking. So that's what that's for. You can see the guys poured a little pad right there so they can step on and stuff without breaking any of the tubing for the heated floor. But yeah, the guys are getting ready here for the pour. They're waiting on the truck to get there. And boom, look how quick this happened. So this is the beauty of a pump truck, is that literally took probably 40 minutes if I was to have this in real time. So the guys were able to get this basement done pretty much in less than an hour, which is amazing to see. And boom, that's the finished basement. Once that's dried, the other contractors are going to come in, put up walls, put in a nice floor, put in carpet, all that great stuff. It's going to look really good. You might have caught a glimpse of me putting up the camera there. That's funny. But coming here, here's a different angle of that. And this is actually really cool to tell you guys. We haven't told you this yet, but we actually finally got a pump truck and then a crew together for our own pump truck. So we're going to start doing our own pumping. So you can see this is our guy down here. He's messing with the pump, putting that together. I'm going to have plenty of videos on that coming up, just taking you around on pump jobs, showing you what that's all about. So that'll be really cool. So look forward to that kind of content. But here you go. Here's that from the other angle. They're in and they're out. Perfect. That's how it should be. The basement's fully finished at this point. Well, not fully finished, but you know what I mean. Our job is done here. Basement is finalized. Hallelujah. Boom. And there's the final product. Cutting back to the other camera angle here. We got some other contractors coming in to fix some stuff, but besides that, that's pretty much the finished product you can see here. So with that said, be on the lookout for the before and after of this video. It's going to be a nice little 30-minute video just going from start to finish on this project. But with that said, that's going to bring us to the end of this video. Thanks for watching, guys.